Hi, my name is Peter Cottrell and I'm the chair of the Bylaws Committee. This year we did an extensive review of all of our bylaws and bring lots of recommendations. First, you should know that all these recommendations have been vetted and approved by our association attorney. In this video, I will briefly walk through all the amendments you will need to be informed about before you vote. This document is something that was part of an email sent to all members of our association. Bylaws recommendation amendment number 1. It has to do with dues and assessments, and it is related to how big an expenditure can be made without a certain kind of vote. If you look at it, you'll see that these costs are out of date, and we probably couldn't do anything like replace an air conditioner for the kind of cost. So consider that in this particular recommendation. We just changed the values. Amendment number 2, dues and assessments. It's not, this one has been in our bylaws and it's not necessary for any local association, so we're taking it out. Amendment number 3, officers and directors. We're just clarifying the process for electing new officers, as well as making sure that we encourage trustable leadership, that all those candidates that we're voting for each year are ones that we can stand behind. Amendment number 4. It essentially says you've got to still be licensed in order to be on the board of directors. Amendment number 5. For the sake of clarity, we have added the word annually so that an attendance at a particular meeting must be counted, their absences must be counted during the same calendar year. Amendment number 6. This one is essentially looking at 2 different paragraphs which were hard to differentiate. Even our attorney couldn't tell what was a general membership meeting and what was a membership meeting. And so we're taking those 2 paragraphs and making them one and clarifying what a quorum is. You have to look at both of those paragraphs in order to understand what we're doing. One of the paragraphs said quorum had to be 50% of the membership, which would be 325 people to have a quorum to be able to vote on something. The second one said that we had to have at least 20 people. Well, 20 seems too low and 300 seems too high, so we said, or recommend to you, that it be 10%. And right now that would mean a vote of about 60, 65 people had to be present to make quorum for the vote to count. I hope that helps. If it doesn't, call me. Amendment number 7, absentee balloting. The key to this is we're trying to update it to current technologies so that we can use those things that are available to us and actually have been using the ones that are available to us so that we can do voting. Amendment number 8. We're removing the Bylaws Committee from the list of standing committees. It will be a committee as necessary, and it won't have to be filled every year. Some years there's no work to be done, but we still have to get enough volunteers to make the committee. And the other thing we're doing is that same language that we put in for boards of directors, we've put in for committee chairs, that they can't have we don't want them to have a violation of code of ethics or from FREC over the course of the last 2 years. Amendment number 9 is about special committees, and we essentially said that at the discretion of the president, that person can appoint, and then the board of directors will approve a committee and put folks on it to deal with things in the short term or long term as needed. But we're not going to just have a list of all the committees that can or may not exist any given year. So no list is needed. We're taking out the list. Amendment number 10, committees. Essentially, we're saying that we want the board of directors to review every 2 years the organization of the committees, what their purpose is, and so that we are always staying up to date. And it's not something that needs the structure of it. It doesn't need to be in the bylaws. It needs to be something we're doing as a board.
Amendment 11. This amendment is for all committees and allows for voting by email. It spells out how votes can be taken between meetings.
Amendment number 12. Attendance by telephone. This is a matter of updating to current technology. Right now, we want to make sure that somebody can attend a meeting with technology as opposed to being in the room in person. And so we've got that written into our language now. Amendment number 13, attendance committee. Once again, we're putting the word in annually. If somebody doesn't attend 3 meetings in the course of a year, then can be removed from that committee. Otherwise, that committee can't act because people just don't come. We really, really want all of our members to be involved, to have a chance to be in leadership, to do those kind of things. And sometimes our schedules are just crazy enough where we can't get things done or people can't commit to being involved. And this is our way of trying to make it easier for our membership to be involved.
Amendment 14. This specifically deals with quorum for all committees. Instead of the past 50% plus 1, we will change the quorum to those present. This allows for all committees to meet and discuss issues and make motions and vote. Voting is spelled out for all cases. In case of a lack of majority present, the vote must also include electronic voting for all members of the committee. If the committee has a majority present, then, like our current process, a majority vote in person is all that is needed.
Amendment number 15. This is regarding the multiple listing service, and we're essentially taking out language that we don't need because we no longer have our own local MLS. Amendment 16. Once again, we've got a regional MLS, so this language is put in to play so that it is up to date with our current reality. Amendment number 17 is related to multiple listing service, and our attorney has recommended that we keep it in here, and this is in compliance with the NAR settlement. So these changes are set forward for that reason. Amendment number 18, everywhere we saw the word affiliate, we changed to business partners. If it related to our local affiliates, it now, instead of saying affiliate, says business partner. That's 18 amendments. Congratulations on making it this far in the video. I hope you'll take the time to consider and vote for these amendments from your bylaws committee. Thank you very much.